Good afternoon, students. Today we are going to see the topic about process synchronization. Generally, what is process synchronization is? It is the mechanism in OS that coordinates the execution of multiple cooperating processes to access the shared resources in a controlled or orderly manner. On the basis of synchronization, there are two types of process synchronization. Anyone can explain about the process?
Based on process synchronization, they have two types of process. One was independent process and another one was cooperative process. Independent process is nothing but when two processes executing at the same time, that one process does not affect the another process. But in cooperative process, nothing but one process that can be affected or it can be affected another process. By these two processes, if there is no synchronization in process execution, it may lead to various problems. And mainly loss of data, inconsistency, and deadlock. These three problems are majorly seen in problems in process synchronization. Inconsistency is nothing but when two processes is set to executed, that lead to inconsistency of data. If another one process loss of data, which one process overrides another process, which leads to loss of data and missing data or incomplete data. Deadlock is an important one problem that can be mainly said to be a major problem. Deadlock is nothing but if two problems are going to execute at the same time, which two problems are said to be in waiting state, ma'am, and nothing process can be executed. These two problems are getted to instruct. By instructing that the two problems are said to be in lock, no problem will be executed. These three problems are the major problem if no problem synchronization is needed.
So I'm going to talk about types of process synchronization. So there are two types of primitive types of synchronization. One is competitive and another one is cooperative. So in competitive, two or more processes said to be in competitive synchronization. If and only if they compete or compete for the accessibility of shared resources. In cooperative, two or more processes are said to be in cooperative synchronization if and only if they are affected by each other. So conditions that require process synchronization are: one is critical section, another one is race condition and preemption.
I'm going to talk about the critical section. Critical section is a part of the program where the process will be accessed by multiple files. Now we have four types in this critical section: the entry section, critical section, then exit section, and the reminder section. In entry section, the process will be request it will just ask the permission. Then in critical section, the actual code will be shared and it will be accessed and modified. In exit section, it will release the log. Then the last is reminder section. It will show the rest of the program which involves shared by the resources.
I'm going to talk about requirement of critical section, mutual exclusion, progress, bounded IT. Mutual exclusion at most of the process can inside the control section at the same time, prevent conflict by ensuring number of processes update the shared resources simultaneously. Progress: if no process in the control section and same process want to enter, the choice of whatever enter next should not postpone indefinitely. Those must be limited on how long a process wait before it gets a chance to enter the control system. Prevent starvation where the process is repeatedly while get to execute. Thank you.
I would like to conclude this by saying we have saw about process synchronization and its the types of the process, independent process and cooperative process, and then we saw the types of process synchronization. There are two types in it, that is competitive and cooperative. In competitive, we saw about two or more processes and that, and in cooperative, we saw two and more processes, which is said to be in cooperative synchronization. Then we saw the conditions in it which requires the process synchronization. That is critical section.
Okay, let us conclude this session with a small assessment. Okay, anyone can tell about the types of process?
Two type of process, independent process, cooperative process. Independent process, the process does not share the data for other process. Cooperative process, the process share the data to the other process.
Okay, what are the conditions that are required for process synchronization?
The conditions that are required in the process synchronization are there are three types of conditions that has been required: a critical section, race condition, and preemption. In critical section, a critical section is a part of a program where shared resources are accessed by the multiple process objects.